How much money am I really making from online arbitrage? That's a question I'm sure everyone's asking. Nobody's actually asked me that, but I'm pretty sure it's a question everyone's thinking. I posted a bunch of videos about online arbitrage over the past 2 months, and I've been silent. Why have I been silent? It's because I fucking moved to Colombia, the country. And I'm down here learning Spanish. It's going pretty well. If you guys want more info on how this trip's going, just go watch my last YouTube video. Go visit my channel and watch the last YouTube video. I kind of break down my Colombia trip. But in this video, we're gonna talk about how much I'm actually making from online arbitrage. As you guys know, I had a goal of spending $100,000 per month right off the bat. And in this video, I'm gonna update you exactly on how everything's going, how much money I'm actually making, exactly how much profit I've actually made. And yeah, am I on the verge of going bankrupt or not? It's my first beer in a couple weeks. I've been doing this thing where I take time off alcohol so I can focus in the morning, wake up, make good purchasing decisions. You make terrible purchasing decisions when you're drunk. So I can't be drunk purchasing inventory. So I've been making sure that I'm sober when I purchase inventory. I still drink a decent amount of caffeine, about 2. Actually, I've been doing pretty good. 1 espresso, 1.5 cups of coffee every day. That's better than my 5 that I had before. Anyway, let's dive into this. So I've spent $50,000 on inventory, and I decided to slow down for a couple of reasons. Number one, some of my inventory immediately started selling at a loss when I purchased it. Number two, some of my inventory wouldn't sell when it checked in at Amazon. Number three, not really a factor, but number three, our inventory was being processed slowly. Do not use Tiger Lily Prep. I do not recommend that service at all. I did mention it in one of my videos. Please don't use them. Great people, terrible business. They need to really fine-tune the way they do things. And when it comes to running a business, you need to be able to fulfill to your customers, and they're not able to. God bless them. They just need to get their systems down. Anyway, so I've spent $50,000. I've done about $25,000 in sales. It's probably honestly around $23,000. It's always going up every day. Strictly in OA, we've done about 120 sales, 120,000 in sales the last 30 days, but only about 15,000 of that is online arbitrage items. The rest of it is my book business. So the book business is funding this adventure. But overall, I am turning a profit, barely. I've made, I think it's between 2,000 and 3,000. I can look at the spreadsheet. It's kind of, I don't know the numbers right off the top of my head because we do it month by month, but in April, or what was last month, May, we did 2,000 profit. So we're close to like a 10% margin, which from what I've heard is really low for online arbitrage. So, but that's to be expected. Like that's what happens when you buy $50,000 worth of inventory your first 45 days of online arbitrage. Now, I will tell you what I have learned is that it's very important to buy items at a discounted price. I actually was really adverse to this at first. I didn't want to buy items at a discounted price when I first started because my thought process was if I can get items that are profitable at a non-discounted price, I can get them forever. Okay, you understand what I'm saying? I was looking for replenishable items that I could buy forever. It's not realistic. No item is going to be profitable forever. So there's 2 really good things that come with buying items at a discount. The first is obvious. Obviously, you get the item at a fucking discount. You get more profit. Number 2, that a lot of people don't think about is if you buy an item at a discount, now when the sale ends, assuming it's a sale that will end, which most sales do end, you are going to be one of the people that bought the item at a lower price. So now nobody can compete with you at the price you're selling it at. Let's say the item's going for 15 bucks. There was a sale yesterday for Nike shoe, Nike sandal that I should have purchased. I should have purchased like 1,000 of these, but you know me. I wanted my team to purchase it. I was too lazy to purchase it myself. I probably purchased 2 items myself. The rest of my team, we've bought about 2,000 items. My team purchases everything. I'm not gonna fucking fill out an order form. Who the fuck fills out? Who the fuck goes to Kohl's.com or fucking Nike.com and types in the form and checks out themselves? Nobody. That's fucking, you don't do that shit. It's a fucking 5 minutes of your day you could have back. I'm not gonna pay for plane tickets. I'm not going to fill out fucking forms. I'm not going to fill out fucking doctors. I'm not going to schedule my doctor's appointments. I'm not going to do anything that fucking wastes my time. And some people may not agree with me, but for $5,000 a year, you can hire a virtual assistant and have them do virtually fucking everything for you. So I have everybody buy shit for me. So that was a little side rant that I'm very passionate about. But it really pisses me off when I see extremely successful entrepreneurs waste their fucking precious ass time. We only live once. You're gonna fucking die. You might as well pay somebody to do the boring ass shit that you don't want to do yourself. Why the fuck are you guys filling out forms at the airport for different countries that you're going to? That is a fucking... Anyway, fucking waste of time. I completely forgot what I was talking about, but I think I was talking about the profit I made, how much I've spent. Overall, it's going good, and I'm learning a lot. Oh, the discounts. I was talking about the discounts. The discounts are, that's the name of the game, guys. It's just like, I was telling my friend the other day, it's like when the fucking salmon are in the river during mating season. They're all fucking swimming upstream or whatever the fuck they do. I don't know if it's mating season or what, but they're all swimming upstream. Jesus fuck, these fucking cars. Oh my gosh. Pause. Commercial break. Get a fucking muffler, Jesus Christ. It's like salmon during mating season. The salmon are swimming upstream, right? They're all jumping out of the water, and then the grizzly bears come down, and the grizzly bears know when the salmon are going to be doing this stupid ass shit where they jump up the stream. And they're going to take advantage of it. Everything's about timing. Everything in life. Good dancers have good timing. Good jiu-jitsu fighters have good timing. Good everything has good timing. So when it comes to online arbitrage and the sale happens, buy all that shit you can, because when that sale goes away, nobody else can compete with you at the price you're selling the items for. And also note this, there's gonna be a lot of motherfuckers out there who buy a bunch of the shit. For example, this happens at Kohl's.com all the time. People go buy shit. They send it all in. Kohl's is a great website, but so many fucking people that do online arbitrage buy from there. So what happens when Kohl's has a sale is everybody goes and buys, and then the price just fucking tanks. All right, the price just goes down to the floor. But if you bought the item at a discounted price, you are actually able to wait, because you know in the back of your head that nobody else bought the item. Nobody else will be able to buy the item at the price you bought it for. So you know all these motherfuckers will sell out, and this is like the number of new sellers. It'll go down, and when the number of new sellers goes down, what happens when the supply goes down, guys? Supply goes down, price goes up. By the way, shout out Warner Fields of Profit. This is just common sense too, but he really made it clear in one of his videos that if the price goes up, or not the price goes up, if the number of sellers goes up like this, run the fuck away. I don't care what your emotions say. I don't care how good of a lead you think it is. Get the fuck out there. We actually have a metric that my team does. We fired one of the girls, great girl, but didn't, again, same concept, great person, but didn't fulfill on what needed to be done. We just weren't buying profitable items. So now we have a team of two, and our team of two is very efficient, and we actually have a metric. We have a few metrics at my team, and I'll actually go over this because a lot of you guys are probably interested in what metrics my team reports to me, and I feel like I've done a really good job of really fine-tuning what they report to me. So number one, they report to me, is there a dramatic increase in the number of sellers? So if there is a dramatic increase in the number of sellers on a listing, then I know there's a dramatic increase, and it might still be worth it. It might still be worth it if it's just like a crazy low sales rank, like 20,000 or below, and it sells thousands of units a month. It might be worth it. But if the number of sellers has doubled over the last month, there's a metric that says, yes, the number of sellers has increased. And so instantly I know, before even opening up the listing, this is a thing. Like, I've optimized this to the point where I don't have to open up a key button, click around, and look at all this shit. Eventually I probably will have this spreadsheet for sale, but I'm actually able to look at a spreadsheet and see, has the number of sellers increased? I'm able to see, is the variation selling? A lot of people will open up, they'll have their virtual assistants make them leads, and guys, they have like, fuck, you see these shorts I'm wearing right now? I don't know why I should show you my shorts, but I did. there's literally shorts with like fucking 20 different variations, and your VAs will add a variation to the leads list that has one review out of the whole listing as a whole has 1,000 reviews, and the shorts they added that are profitable have one review. Therefore, it gets 0.1% of all sales. Therefore, you shouldn't buy it unless the listing gets massive volume. So if the listing gets 10,000 sales a month, you're only going to get like 10 sales. Is that right? Is that the correct math? I think it is. So that was the biggest mistake I made. I made a video on that. The biggest mistake I made was I was purchasing items where the variations, there was so many fucking variations, and I was purchasing a variation that just never fucking sold. It didn't have that many reviews, therefore it didn't sell that often. You don't know how often a variation is selling, but you do know how many reviews they get. If they get more reviews, they're more likely to sell. People are looking at me because I'm speaking English fast. And that's what I do after I had a beer, an IPA beer. I talk fast. It's something cool about speaking English. It's like, I feel like when I speak English fast, it's like, haha, I got you motherfuckers because you guys speak Spanish fast, and I can't always understand you guys, but now I'm speaking English fast, like the shit they do in the movies, and they look at me as like a movie star because I sound like I got people in the movies, so you know what I'm saying? Like, it's pretty cool. Anyway. Can you guys tell this is my first beer in 2 weeks? Back to what I was saying, I'm dropping some bombs here, so everyone that's sticking around, much love. I'm really gonna help you guys out with everything I've learned. Okay, variations are, and if you guys want a video on Cali, I don't know if you guys are interested. I'm sure YouTube is as a whole, but I don't know if you guys are specifically. I'll be shooting Cali content, and I'll probably be posting it on this channel, even though it's gonna hurt my channel. I wanna do it. So just content about the city in general. But back to what I was saying, variations are huge. So I actually have a metric that tells me, okay, let's say, like I just said, I gave you all the numbers. Remember those numbers I just said. 1%, one review out of 1,000. That means it's getting 0.1% of all reviews. It has 10,000, so it's getting 10 sales a month. So that 10 sales a month is gonna be put in the spreadsheet. So when I look at the spreadsheet, I don't even have to open this shit up. I don't have to open Keep Up and like go through like a fucking loser on Keep Up. What I can do is I can just look at the spreadsheet and I can see, oh, this only sells 10 times a month. Fuck that, get the fuck out of here. And I go to the next one. Oh, this variation sells 100 times a month for $2 profit, let's consider it. So really, I'm incentivizing my team, and I'm really having to pay attention to, because we go through so many different variations listings, how often is the variation selling? I don't give a fuck. If the listing as a whole has a sales rank 1,000, I don't care if the listing is 1, a sales rank of 1. I do not care if the sales rank is 1, if the variation gets less than 20 sales. I do not give a fuck. Okay, get the fuck out of here with your fucking slow ass sales. We don't have time. This isn't books, guys. This isn't CDs and DVDs. I have 20,000 books in stock. Guess how many I sell a month? Guess how many? 3,000. And that's like an optimized repricer, selling 3,000 to 4,000. I might be selling 4,000 now. I'm on pace. I probably sold 3,000 the last 30 days. Books turn slow. OA items should not. This is your money that you have tied up. Expect that money back as quickly as possible. If you're waiting fucking 6 months to get your dollar back, you're fucking up, dude. You're fucking up. You should be spending your money, getting it back when it gets active on Amazon. And this is something I don't think the community is being completely honest with, except for the people that pack this shit themselves. I do not think people are getting a 45-day return on their investment. I do not think people are buying inventory and on average getting 45 days, getting their inventory back in 45 days. Because doing what I've done is like, you purchase inventory from, let's say, Nike.com. It takes a week, takes 2 weeks, unless you like live really close to Nike warehouse. Oh my gosh, I love this song so much. You're out us. It means you will cry. If you live really close to a Nike, which is a competitive advantage if you live close to any of these websites, prep centers, facility centers, whatever you call them. If you know you can get items in a couple of days, huge advantage. Take advantage of that. And if you can merchant fulfill an item for profit and you're close, remember this for Q4. That's like a golden fucking nugget there. If you can order an item from a website and have it active in a few days, merchant fulfilled, and sell it for a profit, ship it for a profit, that is a huge competitive advantage. competitive advantage that I'm looking for this Q4, for sure. But anyway, let's say it takes a week for it to get to your prep center. Most prep centers take at least a week, unless you have a really fucking fast prep center. Tiger Lily sucked ass. Sorry, Tiger Lily. When you don't suck ass, I'll make a video about how you don't suck ass, but you suck ass right now. I left a bad Trustpilot review about you. If you guys want to leave a bad Trustpilot review about me, you can. Go to restrictedinventory.com, find my shit, leave a bad review. I have plenty of bad reviews, but I also have plenty of good reviews. We're 4.5 stars right now. It's just business. You say shit how it is. Our next prep center, Ameriware, is what we're currently using, and they seem to suck too, so don't use Ameriware, but they're better. And we're looking at a prep center in Oregon right now. But my point is, if you have a decent prep center, they should have your shit out in a week. I do have a really good prep center for my book business, but they do not live in a tax-free state. So 1 week to get the item, 1 week to prep it. Amazon's going to take 2 weeks. During Q4, they're going to take 2 months to make your item active. No joke. It's going to take, maybe not 2 months. I'm being dramatic, but it could take up to 2 months. It's probably going to take a month, maybe 3 weeks, 2 weeks if it's fast. 1 week if you're fucking sucking Jeff Bezos off on the side. So that's like what I just say. 1 week to get the item, 1 week to prep the item if it's fast. 2 weeks for them to receive it. That's already fucking 30 days. I don't think these people have a 15-day sell-through rate. I'm calling you guys out. I'm calling all you fucking out. All you motherfuckers that spoke at my conference. I'm just kidding. I'm going wild. Literally everybody I talk to says a 45-day turn rate. I call bullshit on that. Maybe my systems just suck. Maybe I'm just really bad at getting items active. But it takes me fucking 2 weeks to receive the shit. It takes my prep center 6 weeks to get it out. It doesn't take that long, but it does take that long. It does. I actually do ship a lot of stuff to my in-house lister because it's such a big deal to get your inventory out. So like Flips for Miles, who I call crazy for prepping his own shit, living at his parents' house. I think that's fucking crazy that he does that. It actually makes sense to have an in-house operation because you have 100% control over your inventory. That's another thing is they lose a lot of inventory. These prep centers will lose inventory, so you gotta have a system down for that. And what I'm finding is bigger prep centers aren't as cool as my smaller prep centers that I use for books. My smaller prep centers I use for books, I'm actually able to get reimbursed for books they lose. I've not found a prep center yet for online arbitrage that will actually reimburse you for items they lose. When I do, I will promote the fuck out of them as long as they prep my inventory at a decent time. So basically my plan is this. This is what my inventory spend is gonna look like for the year. I'm about $35,000 in the hole right now. I spent $50,000, I've gotten $15,000 back from Amazon. My inventory spend is I'm going to continue to cast my net wide, and I'm going to continue to go deep into things that I believe. For example, those sandals the other day, I should have purchased them. I should have purchased all of them, but the sale ended, so I didn't. The sale was over. I don't know if I said that part or not, but the sale ended and I wasn't able to purchase the 500 to 1,000 that I should have. Okay, but this is what it'll look like over the course of a year. I'm going to, okay, I'm at beginning of the year, I'm here. I'm at nothing. Now I'm at 50,000. I'm gonna continue to cast my net wide because you're basically building a portfolio and you have like actual sales history of what you have sold. You know, I have a badass spreadsheet. It's just not, like, it's becoming so complicated. I don't even know if I will ever sell this to you guys. If you guys really want it, shoot me an email at info@restrictedinventory.com and I might share it with you. I might not, I don't know. But shoot me an email, it's worth a shot. So beginning of the year, 0, 50,000 now. I have this spreadsheet, which is like a portfolio of all these different ASINs that I have sold for a profit. So if I sold 10 ASINs for a profit, $5 a piece, and the number of, I have this system now where we repurchase inventory. If we sold it for a profit, if there's not a lot of new sellers, if the price hasn't tanked, the team does not ask me for permission, the team just buys more. How many more do they buy? They buy twice as much as we originally bought. No, they don't. They buy 30 days worth of supply. So what they do is if you look at 5 days sales, right? The item was active for 5 days. It sold 2 items a day. 5 divided by 30 is 30 divided by 5 is 6. So you multiply 5 by 6 and you get 30, right? What the fuck did I just say? I don't know what I just said because somebody was trying to sell me some shit and I was trying not to look at them. Okay, 5 days pass. You sell 2 items a day over the 5 days. That's 10 items over 5 days. So what I'm talking about is when your item becomes active on Amazon, from the day it became active to the day you sold out, how many items did you sell? 5 days goes by. You sell 10 items. Our formula is this. If you sold 10 items, if we sold 10 items in 5 days, well, and here's another motherfucker. I'm gonna put my camera in front.
Hey, what's up, guy?
So,
Sorry.
what? I'm on YouTube. I'm sorry.
I apologize.
Yeah, speaks English. No, I'm an asshole. So, 10 times. This is the hardest fucking math equation I've ever done. 10 times 6 is 60. So basically, you sold 2 on average a day. So our formula is we stock up for a 30-day period. So we buy enough inventory for 30 days, which in this case would be 60 units, and we do that for all the inventory that is sold for a profit. Okay, so that's a system that we've put in place that really helps us remain profitable. Yeah, you just can't take your eye off shit, but really it's the Pareto principle. Like 20% of your inventory is going to make you 80% of your profit. So yeah, we're casting our net wide. We're going a lot of different directions with we're not going too many different directions with categories, but we're going a lot of different directions with like just different items in general. We're going after a lot of fast moving stuff, or we're trying to at least. And so when something moves fast, like let's say, okay, for example, another example is all of our inventory sells in 1 day. So we usually do test orders at 10. We're gonna start doing test orders at 18. Shout out Jake Carter, my buddy. He told me that if you order 18 units of an ASIN, usually they don't create split shipments, so your shipping costs remain low. If you buy 10 units and 5 go to one warehouse, 3 go to another, and 2 go to another, you're paying outrageous shipping prices inbound to Amazon. So to mitigate that, to prevent that, what you need to do is buy 18 units. But not, and this is actually where the Pareto principle comes in play, because it's like, well, maybe you don't want to buy 18 units. Flips for Miles recommends buying 1 unit. Big difference in philosophies there, but I think it's an interesting point. Like, if you can't buy 18 of something with like a little bit of confidence of it selling, should you buy it at all? If something only sells 15 times a month, should you even consider it? You know, like what type of business are you really trying to make? And this isn't just for people trying to scale big. This is for people who just want to make a profit and get their money back. Because if you spend $1, you get $1.10 back in 30 days, 45 days, as these guys say. It takes me about, I don't know, I'll let you guys know. Last month, my turn rate was 50%. So I will give you guys exactly how long it takes for my $1 to go away from me and come back as more. I think it's going to be somewhere around 60 days with my current systems. Now, you can definitely, if you have an in-house operation, you can definitely bring that down to 30 or 45 days. But if you use a prep center, unfortunately, you're going to have to deal with the bullshit of using a prep center. It's going to take a bit longer. Okay, so going after faster moving stuff is going to be huge. Having a system for replenishing inventory is huge. And just sourcing every day, finding, like, having a pulse for your team. So, like, one last thing I'll leave you guys with before I get out of here. Jiu-Jitsu got canceled tonight, so that's why I'm going on this long rant. I'm gonna go salsa dancing later. One last thing I'll leave you guys with is like something you can actually track with your team besides those metrics that I mentioned in the leads list. The biggest metrics you can measure in your leads list are how often does a variation sell in the form of a number. So how many sales is a variation getting? And all you do is multiply the reviews. Let's say it's getting 1% of reviews out of 1,000 and it's getting 10,000 sales. That means it has 10 sales per month. So you immediately can look at the leads list and know that this item's selling 10 per month or it's selling 1,000 per month. And then you immediately get a pulse for what's actually happening. And that's a huge metric. And we use Seller Amp. Shout out Seller Amp. Actually, Miles and Warner now have equity in that company. That's a big move for them. That's huge. And even before they had equity, I used a service and it was great. Seller Amp will tell you, based on the sales rank, this isn't 100% accurate, but Seller Amp, if you guys look at Seller Amp, it'll have estimated sales per month. So this is very, very ballparky. not the most accurate way. The most accurate way is to go to Keepa, go to, I don't even know what it's called, but you click on offers somehow. You go to Keepa data, I think, offers, and then you sort by that. So I need to make a different video. I'm talking too much with my hands. You guys don't understand when I talk with my hands, but if I go on my computer, you guys will understand more. Maybe in a year I'll make a video on that after I learn Spanish. But for now, I'm not gonna post a whole lot of content on YouTube. So drop a comment below, say what's up. I'll probably respond to it because this video probably won't get a whole lot of views, and I like interacting with you guys. I wanna keep you guys alive. I don't want you guys to forget about me when I just move out to Colombia and learn Spanish. There's one more point I was gonna make. I was gonna leave you guys with the golden nugget. The golden nugget is, oh yeah, this is a golden nugget. If you guys are learning from Warner and Miles, and you want like the best metric, in my opinion, not the best metric, but one of the best things you can do, I love this song too. Hey, one of the best things you can do to measure, not the productivity of your team, but to measure the direction your team's going in, is have them put what stores did they stock next to each lead they get, and at the end of the day have them put every store they stocked. So maybe they stocked 3 stores, maybe they stocked 1 store, maybe they stocked 5 stores. Have them provide the store link that they're stocking, so you can go in those stores and be like, look, this store is horseshit, and you can make a quick video for them and say this store is bullshit because they're a wholesaler, or because they're a private labeler, or because they're the brand, or because whatever. And like, you can teach them to look at good stores. So like, if you know of like just a few good stores, you can have your team stock, and that has been the biggest game changer for us. Sourcing relevant stores, being able to go after stores that are good. So make sure your team is actually stocking good stores. And yeah, much love everyone. Thanks for watching this video. Big shout out to everyone who's helped me with OA, Taylor Jones, with Miles, Warner, Fields of Profit. Shout out Rake and Profit because it rhymes with Fields of Profit. Shout out everyone. Much love you guys. Yeah, I'll catch you guys soon. Peace out.